greetings. Peace and blessings, peace and blessings. Welcome, Creating Simple. My name is Yasmin, aka Sunfire. How y'all doing? I hope you all are doing well. Those of you new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you returning, welcome back. Sending you all peace, love, and light. We're doing something for the collective. All right, for these particular zodiac signs, you are not of the chosen, but God has a purpose for you. Okay, so they're asking you to do certain things, and this is for those of you who are making changes or wanting to make changes, especially how you handle relationships. Sorry, y'all was lighting my Palio Santo. I had to blow on it for a minute. All right. These next series of readings, I'm gonna be doing zodiacs. People who are still learning karmic lessons. And then we're going to focus on the chosen, divine feminine, divine masculine, things that y'all need to do to prepare for union. And then we got some karmic warnings coming out, all zodiacs, okay? So we're going to be busy, y'all. I ain't done zodiacs in forever. So we're going to see how this rolls. All right, guardian angels, ancestors, and spirit guides of the pure divine white light, those that are here for the highest good of my collective, my Aries singles, who may not be chosen, but God has a purpose for them. I ask that you come through and speak with truth, clarity, love, and light, so that they can continue or begin their journey of healing. Please note that some will be triggered because some of y'all are just starting this healing journey, okay? And that's okay if you get triggered. Just remember to turn that finger back at self, not at the messenger, okay? The trigger is to help you heal what needs to be healed inside you, okay? So if you get triggered, know that it's okay. It was intended. You needed to be triggered so that you can work on that very thing that you get triggered by, okay? I'm not here to attack you. I'm here to help you grow, evolve, and transform, and work on your self-care and self-love. Hello. Hello. I don't know what this says. Okay, I guess you're translating. How you doing, E? So if you're drawn to this reading, you are not part of the chosen, but God has a purpose for you. There's something that He needs for you to do, or you're meant to do in this lifetime. Your name is Ali. Peace and blessings. How you doing? I'm Yasmin. You are realizing that something's got to give. I feel like these groups that's coming in with single females, you're sick and tired of how things have been going, and you're realizing there's something, got to be something better for you out there, you know, because I feel like y'all been running into the bull. It's like, man, fuck this. Some of y'all may be on the verge of even giving up on love, okay? If that's the case, hold on. Love is coming your way. But there's some things you got to do, okay? You got to be that which you seek. And you're being asked to work on these things. What flag is that? Shit, I don't know. Pakistan, Israel. What country is that? I don't know all my flags, boo-boo. Iran. Peace and blessings. How you doing? Welcome, Iran. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Um, hmm, what was I gonna say? Some of y'all have been dealing with situations. You could be in this people pleasing energy, doing things for others, but not taking care of yourself. And you're getting tired of it. And there's a reason why you're getting tired, okay? You're giving more than you're receiving back in relationships. And that's due to some healings that needs to transpire in you, okay? You're not going to be able to take people with you on this healing journey. Okay? So that's one thing you may be coming to grips with now. That you're realizing that when it comes to healing, it's a single process. It's a thing that you do by yourself. And some people ain't gonna like who you become once you start this healing. Some people are going to try to hinder your healing and stop your healing. But I'm here to tell you, know that healing is a constant process. It's something that you never stop doing once you start the process. Okay? Once you start intentionally working on yourself, these are people who are ready to look at the person in the mirror to get it right this time. I feel like you're tired. It's like I'm not a bad person, but I keep running into these same type of people. That's because there's something inside you that is drawing them to them. And you're like, well, I ain't drawing nobody. I ain't create. Yes, you did. You just don't know you did. And that's okay. We all do that. But once you heal it, it stops coming. You see? So that's why you're being called to this reading. There's some work you got to do on yourself. So the first card out, wait a minute. Have you ever heard of, yes, I have heard of Iran. I just didn't recognize the flag, boo-boo. But yes, I have heard of them. I've heard good things and bad things. I only focus on the truth of the matters. But here we go. For the thumbnail, we got restore the broken self. Part of you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. So, some of y'all could actually have start practicing to meditate, and if not, you need to start doing this. You're being called to start meditating so that you can call your energy back home. Some of y'all have gone through some tumultuous and toxic, and I'm hearing really some to the point where you've almost become suicidal. For some of you, that's how bad some of these karmic lessons have been. Okay? Please know that through your trials and tribulations, they were all lessons to me that was meant to grow you. Okay? To make you better than where you were before. But it's going to require you standing 10 toes down in this healing, okay? You can't let nobody pull you off your square, because I'm telling you, once you start, they're going to start pulling you. You're activating your light, so to speak. So the darkness is going to be like, where you going? I thought you was my bitch. Get back over here. So you got to tell the darkness no. You got to stand 10 toes down in this. And no matter what, don't let nobody take your peace, because this is what this is bringing you. I don't care what people tell you. Self-healing work brings so much peace. Everybody's looking for peace, but don't realize you got to go within to quieten them storms within you. And once you learn to quieten them storms, there is an internal peace that you find yourself in. And sometimes the things that used to bother you ain't gonna bother you no more. So get ready. It's a daunting task, and I say that because it's not easy. Ain't nothing worth having easy, okay? So just be prepared that you will face challenges, you will get tested, and people gonna test you, and the universe is gonna test you to see if you actually learned them lessons, or are you going back, um are you going back to your old ways? Why don't you post yourself? Well, I do. My face is right there. But I've stopped going live with my face due to the fact that it causes distractions for folks. Okay, they so worried about, well, or you look like Whoopi Goldberg, or you so beautiful, and then I've even had some perverts even over there masturbating off my face, and I prefer for the message to get out and the distractions to go away. So um, I know the effect that I have with people when I'm on camera. So this ain't about me, you know. I'm just here to deliver these messages. So that's why I black it out. There's a lot of reasons behind why I black it out, to make sure that the message is being heard. Because a lot of people get focused on me. And I'm like, bruh, sis, it's not about me, it's about you, you know? Are you hearing me? So to make sure your ears are working, I've blinded your eyes, okay? It's strategic. But I have no issue with showing my face. It's just that I'm learning that the energy I carry, I can mesmerize some, and then I make some run for the hills, you know? So I let's just say, and then I got some haters too that like to evil eye watch me and shit. So I don't need them trying to look into my eyes on camera. You see what I'm saying? So, but it's a lot of reasons why I black out my readings now, but mainly to make sure they're being heard. Because if you go back and watch some of my prior readings, where I am showing my face, you'll see that a lot of people in the comments causing distractions instead of paying attention to what's really going on or what's really being said. And then they get mad because they didn't pay attention, and then when it hits them like, oh shit, she said that. Well, yeah, if you paid attention, you would know that, you know. So just to make sure that it's being heard, that I have a gift that I am protecting when it comes to, I don't like to mesmerize people, and I know I can do that, okay? I know I can do that. I'm very much aware of that. So to stop that from happening, I'm blacking out the camera, all right? And it's done got stronger. So I have people that call me on video call just to see me, and they're so mesmerized, and I'm like, I gotta stop this shit. And I'm seeing what it is. It's not that I feel less than or nothing. It's just that that's a gift that I have to learn how to control, and I have not. So till I learn to control it, then I'm blacking out the camera, okay? Because my intent is not to mesmerize people just by showing my face. All right? So I'd rather you hear me than to just, indulge in what you see, because there's more to me than what you see. All right? So that's the reason why I don't show my face. But anyway, parts of you feel left behind in pain. You've been hurt a lot, and you've given pieces of yourself to so many. And it is time for you to call that back in, okay? How do you do that? Positive affirmations, affirming life over yourself and your situations. Forgiving those who hurt you. Forgiving yourself for allowing things to transpire and go down the way that they did. Journaling, meditation. There's so many practices that you could work on to call this energy back to you. Know this, each day, each hour, each moment that you spend working on yourself, you're automatically calling that energy back anyway, okay? Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. So your ancestors could be calling you to come back home to who you truly are, to remember who you are. All right, and to know that you are protected. Some of y'all have started some spiritual practices, and you're new at it. And I feel like the ancestors are like, okay, keep going. You're on the right path. So if you've been looking for confirmation, maybe you've came from different religious beliefs or whatever it may be, and you're finding I don't know why I'm hearing I'm in love under new management. You in love under new management, and you're doing things differently now. Your ancestors are letting you know that you're on the right path. Okay, it says heal parent child karma. Some of y'all have some woundings passed over grandparents, or some of y'all, this could be a grandfather. You can have a grandfather figure or your dad that may have passed over that is cheering you on. You could have been having fond memories of this person recently. If so, this person is guiding you. They're teaching you how to grow up. Okay? And that's not a bad thing. Okay? Um, it's a good thing to learn how to physically and spiritually mature. Okay? And I feel like that's what this ancestor wants for you. Because you're not a bad person by nature, but you make some bad mistakes. You see? And that don't mean you're a bad person. It means you have a good heart, but you've been either misguided, misled, or just misunderstood. And that's why you're being called to this reading. Healing the bond with your parents frees you from the past. It's time to release old wounds and move forward. And some of these wounds may not be yours. Please be aware of that. Say if you've been working on yourself, but you still getting triggered by certain things, these could be woundings of your parents or grandparents. Okay? That are no longer here in the land of the living. That you're now being tasked to heal. If you are just now starting the healing journey, then know that you may have some ancestral healing to do as well. Once you complete your healing, once you complete working on you, then things from your generation that has been passed down to you, possibly through your mother's womb, 9 times out of 10 through your mother's womb, these things are now being called, will be called upon you to heal. And let's see. Some of you may be trying to figure out what can you do to be. Somebody really wants to please God. I don't know who you are, but you want to be better to please God. And I feel you tearing up. These are the things that you can do. Loving yourself. Learning to not only be accountable for who you are, but making others be accountable for how they're being around you. Placing healthy boundaries with yourself and others. Living in that I got a new attitude. So if you had a bad attitude, it's time to grow a new attitude, or whether it's more healthier. But yet, don't look at this. Let me tell y'all this. Don't forget where you come from. Okay? Because it taught you something, and it's also useful in times of, times of war, times of battle, because they will come. But you're going to use it in a righteous way instead of in a toxic way this time. All right? So you're moving from toxicity into righteousness. Okay? And that's a good thing. So whatever healing when it comes to your parents, and then sometimes it could be, say like, you grew up in a household where your father was not present. Okay, you're gonna have to learn how to father yourself. Okay, if you've been blaming that father for not accepting you as their kid or abandoning you or whatever that purpose is, whatever that situation is, that served a purpose in your life to teach you and grow you. What is your father's absence teaching you? You see what I'm saying? Ask yourself these questions. What is your father's absence teaching you? What have you learned without this person being in your life? And if that person was in your life, if you know who your father is, if that person was in your life, how do you think life would have been had they been in your life? You know, sometimes God removes people, even your parents, out of your life because they wouldn't have been good for you. Even if your life still wasn't that great, you got a better chance without that person in your life than you would have if that person had been in your life. So you have to look at that too. Don't just be narrow-minded in your questioning and your ways of thinking. Open up and think broadly, okay? Especially when it comes like to your parents. Why your mama act this way? Well, look at her childhood. If you had a luxury of asking your parents these questions, then ask them. Hopefully they'll open up and share what they gone through with you, so then you can stop pointing finger and come to an understanding. Okay? Because we can only grow and teach based on the level of growing and teaching we received. See what I'm saying? So if your parents didn't learn much or knew everything but didn't learn something in this area, the things that you felt like you wish they had done for you, now is the time for you to do these things for yourself. Parent yourself, even if you still got your parents. The things you wish your parents had done for you they didn't do. Maybe you feel like your parents was a little too lax on you. Or maybe you feel like your parents were a little too strict. If they was too strict, go out there and give that inner child what that inner child wanted. If you wanted to go learn piano, go learn it. If you wanted to go skating, but you never was allowed to because they were scared you're going to fall and break your ankle, go out there and go skate. You know what I'm saying? Go give that inner child what it needs. But it's going to require you sitting with yourself. Ask your inner child, what is it that they need the most so that they can grow up and mature and remove themselves from the fears that holds them back. It's a real thing, y'all. When we don't want to face that or think, when we don't even know that. Some people are not even aware of inner child healing. You hear it, but you're like, what's that? Well, it's a real thing, man. At certain points in our lives, our inner child stopped growing due to a trauma. And it's always a pivotal point in our lives where there was some type of trauma or some type of impact that was impacted on your life at that time, and that child stopped growing because that child realized that at that crucial moment that this is what life is about, and this is when they formed a core belief. Okay, so go back and reevaluate your core beliefs. Everything you've been taught, it's time to look at it. All right, go within. And then with wisdom, understanding fears. Enter your growth. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Honor what you are, where you are right now, and celebrate your progress. So wherever you are on this healing journey, congratulate yourself. The fact is, this is why I'm hearing that you should congratulate yourself. It's because, for one, you wasn't afraid to ask yourself the question. For number two, you realize something needs to change. For number three, you realize that things ain't getting no better. So you're now looking at yourself and you're now questioning yourself. You could even be, and then some of y'all, if you have been questioning your parents and they not, or grandparents, and they not willing to be forthcoming with the information, you have to understand that 9 times out of 10, these people have not healed themselves, and that's why they're not able to open up and discuss these things. Okay? So sometimes you just have to lean on your discernment and your intuition and move forward knowing you're not going to get those answers, but trust that in due time and due season, whatever you need, it will be provided for this healing, okay? But you have to trust how you're being guided, all right? All right, let's see. This is what's blocking you from love. Whoa. Some of y'all could have just recently went through a tower moment or is about to. I say that because that deck just exploded out my hand. Hold on, y'all. That deck just literally exploded out my hand. And some of y'all, this situation, if you are going through a breakup, please know to keep your cool. Don't pop off. You know, don't lose your cool. Do your best to keep your, because somebody may find out that their mate is cheating. Okay, and it's not gonna be easy to hear. All right. So keep your composure. All right, because God got a purpose for you. And you could be at the point of a crossroads where you're at the verge of where it's do or die. You know, if you do what you do, if you do, especially if you're going through a breakup, if you do what you're thinking about doing, then you're like killing your chances of this rebirth. But if you choose the righteous path and choose peace and walk away no matter the circumstances, and be brave enough to walk away, you will get through this, all right? So, with restoring the broken self, this is where you're being blocked. Things that you've allowed to, that are you giving away freely, or some people may have taken, you know, parts of you that you need to call back. Always chasing or being chased. You must be willing to commit to one person. So some of y'all may have been non-committal, not wanting to commit to people due to maybe something that you learned in the past or something you experienced in the past. All right. You're gonna have to make a decision, because I feel like whoever you are, you do want love. You do want this. You want this closeness, but there's a fear that you have to face when it comes to that. And it could be stemming to your childhood. So let's see. Why is this person non-committal? Inner child woundings. Yeah, what I say. You're okay. So if you're a single female and you're coming out of a relationship, or you refuse to, you may be the entity that's giving up on love. But you're tired of this. You're tired of being this way because it's not who you are. That's due to some inner child wounds that you still have, and it possibly do with your parents, okay? What else, Spirit? Some of y'all could be stuck in indecision. You could definitely be at this crossroads, okay? You are afraid to make a mistake, so you won't commit either way. Some of y'all don't trust yourselves when it comes to love, okay? And what's stemming from this? Clarify indecision. Insecurities. That's due to you may have some insecurities, okay? So if you are struggling with making a sound decision on trusting yourself on who you should love, that's due to you having some insecurities within yourself. I don't know, maybe you've been picked on and teased all your life. People made you feel like you was not worthy or less than. And if that's the case, you need to start affirming in yourself that you are beautiful, you are strong, you are lovable, and everybody has something beautiful about them. Okay, find what that is and start focusing on that. And then once you love it wholeheartedly, move on to the next. Find something else even if you deem it not beautiful. All you have to do is change your mindset about it. Why? Because it's part of you. Okay? So if you found one thing beautiful in you, you can find other things that are beautiful in you. And just keep going through yourself that way. All right? And that helps increase your insecurities. Um, Take me for instance. For instance, I had an insecurity about my feet because I have a big ass big toe, but I realized is I got my daddy's big toe and my mama's, the other four digits come from my mama. So I have a blend of their feet. But my big toe sticks out like way longer than the rest, you know? And I used to always be embarrassed by that toe until one day somebody told me, you know, you got some beautiful feet. And I'm like, who? They said, you. And it just took that one person giving me that compliment on my feet to make me change my perspective. Like, okay, if somebody else could see the beauty in my feet, then why can't I? So I had to start looking at my feet and change the way I look at it. You know, it's like I was looking through at myself through a distorted lens. Okay? So if you have some insecurities, it's time to stop looking at yourself through a distorted lens and start seeing yourself clearly. And seeing you in the way other people may see you. People may compliment you all the time, but you may shoo it away because you don't believe that about yourself due to something somebody has done. Somebody or lover has tore you down and made you feel like you were not beautiful, made you not worthy, made you feel like even if you're fat, made like you wouldn't be susceptible. Hell, I'm fat, but I love every curve in me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to love every part about you, even your crooked teeth. If you got a cocked eye, love that motherfucker. If you got a short ear, no ear, love it. If you have breast cancer and you got one breast, love where that breast used to be. You know? Love it. You survived something traumatic. There's no need to be insecure about it. If you have a physical disability, love your physical disability because you was created just the way you are. And guess what? Sometimes I try to tell people that have physical disabilities, they don't make you less than because you have a physical disability. And I say that because you may say if you got a weak leg or something, the rest of your body is extra strong. You see what I'm saying? Because you had to learn to compensate and use your other senses to compensate where your body was weak. And there's a lot of people that may not have that strength. So don't see that as a shortcoming or something to be insecure about. Love on that part of yourself. You know, people can be cruel, and I'm a first-hand witness of that. People can be so cruel, and it is like you have to block them out. Okay, especially your naysayers. When you got people, I start telling myself this: if somebody talking about me, then whatever they talking about on my body, they must be jealous of it. You know, so I had to start telling myself things like that. I had to transmute that energy into a positive. Okay, so if they jealous of it, then that means it must really look good. You see what I'm saying? Read between the lines of what people are saying about you. You know, start transmuting that energy. Flip the negatives into positive and love on it. Okay, pour that love into that part that you see as a flaw or that you see that is less than, and that will help build your insecurities. Even if it's in educational wise, if you have learning disabilities or whatever, pat yourself on the back for how far you've come now. With growth is a journey, not a destination. Honor where you are right now and celebrate your progress. Give me 1 second, y'all. Somebody knocking on my door. All right, y'all, I'm back. My baby's coming home from school. All right, what's next, Spirit? For my Aries single females who may not be chosen but have a purpose. Some of y'all could have been dealing with somebody because it came in reverse, seeking perfection. Okay, this is somebody you need to. If you've been dealing with somebody that's trying to critique you, you need to do this. You shouldn't let your hair be like this, or you know what I'm saying. This person, hold on, y'all, I'm letting the motorcycle pass by. This person is somebody you need to get rid of. Okay, you got a naysayer that's seeking perfection. Everyone has flaws. Choose only 5 must-have and deal breakers that matter. Okay, some of y'all could have dealt with some people because it came in reverse. They dealt with some people that felt like if you weren't perfect, they wasn't fucking with you. Well, fuck them because they ain't perfect neither. Why? That's why they wear this mask of perfection. Okay, because they're not perfect. And if you coming away from somebody like that, good. You know, because just because you got flaws don't make you weak. Sometimes your flaws could be your fucking superpower. You feel me? Tell me about this seeking perfection in reverse. Not this deck. Oh, where is that deck? Hold up. Hold on, y'all. I gotta dig it out. Shadow Love deck. That's what they want me to pull out. Hold on. Also, somebody could be money hungry. Or think if you ain't got money, you ain't perfection or some shit like that. I say that because my credit card just failed. I don't even know how I got where it was at. Alright, but alright, tell me about this seeking perfection in reverse. For my Aries. Distant. So far away physically and emotionally. See if you can rekindle the passion again. Okay, so this is somebody you've been with. And you've been trying to please this person. Y'all could be broke up and you've been wanting to be back with this person. With the bottom of the deck, yeah. This person has another lover. Still involved with a past cheating, secret affection. I did warn y'all that somebody may find out that your person been cheating. Okay? And you wonder why they been so distant, why they been treating you like you wasn't deserving of love or deserving of their time, affection. This because this person was a low down dirty dog or cheater. Okay? So that's why I said if you are dealing with something like that, don't fight. Just walk away. Walk away. There's something else in store for you, okay? What else about this perfect seeking perfection? Yeah, public image, worried about reputation, appearance, can't relax, conceited. Whoever this is conceited as fuck, okay? You don't need this type of person around you, no way. They got somebody else. This is a cheater. They don't know how to be faithful, okay? If you did get into a relationship with this person, they would cheat on you too. So yeah, walk away from that energy. This person has done some things. I'm getting the pull. Yeah. And this person could be what I say. This came. I wasn't even supposed to grab this. Throwing shade, criticizing, disrespect, judgmental. This is who this person is. Okay? This is the characteristics of somebody that you've been bending over backs for, got you feeling fucking like you not worthy of love. That's cause this is an asshole. Okay? This is somebody that wants to tear you down so they can keep you right where they want you. Because whoever they dealing with could be tearing their ass down. So they come over here and tear you down to make themselves feel better. Walk away from this shit. Tell me more about this seeking perfection energy. Okay? Somebody dealing with a dog with fleas. Yep, it's a black man, or yep, you could be dealing with a black man. You could be a Chinese woman dealing with a black man. Whoa. Whoa. You might, they got some fleas because this person may be bisexual. They want to be you. That's why they tear you down. There's a Hispanic man and a black man that's, you know what I'm saying, creeping around. Still involved with a past cheating, secret affection. Ooh. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Okay, you may be an Asian, Chinese woman. Baby boo boo. Okay, look. Oh shit. They act like that's their homie, their friend. Okay. They could have got caught cheating in a full-size SUV. One of these energies wear a wig. Be cross-dressing when ain't nobody looking. Oh my gosh. Park, mall, or out in a public place. So I feel like this is gonna be their karma. Okay, if this ain't happened yet, this finna be their karma. So whoever this masculine energy is that's been tearing you down, making you feel like you're less than, this person is in the closet. Okay, and they dealing with either they cross dress or they dealing with a cross dresser. Okay. And they finna get caught up having sex at the park or the mall or out somewhere in a public place having sex. They finna get caught. Okay? Just walk away. Because this is that person's karma. It's gonna hurt you like hell, I know. Because I feel like you done bent over backwards trying to make this person see you and know that you loving them. But baby, they don't even deserve it. They don't deserve your love. Walk away from this person. Oh my God, that's why they tear you down. Because they want to be like you. You could be beautiful as fuck and feel like you're ugly because of this person. Ain't shit wrong with you. It's something wrong with this person. So they tearing you down, making you look like you're the problem when they the ones in the closet. Oh, how are they treating my collective? Sneaky snake, going behind your back, deceitful slander, sidewinder. Oh my gosh. Escape. Love is an emotional escape for you. Be sure you are getting involved for the right reasons. This person, it's time for you to escape. Fuck how they treating you. Hot toddy, champagne taste, beer. This somebody they could be going to club with. Budget, arrogant, pretentious. Oh yeah. Okay, you're just a late bloomer, okay? But this person wish they could be like you. Whoever this masculine is that you've been dealing with romantically. It's time for you to escape from them. Bye-bye. Adios. See you later. Because this person really want to be like you. Okay? They wish they had your eyes. They wish they had your hands. They wish they had your lips, your nose. You could be slim. Okay? Or your style, the way you dress. They wish. That's why they keep tearing you down. Wow. I don't like people like that. I don't like bullies. I really don't. I used to fight bullies as a kid. Okay? And if I was your friend, I would probably be over there whooping this person ass for you. But I'm just for real. I just feel like a bully you dealing with. Because this is what do you call them? It's like you in some type of lavender connection. They get with women to hide the fact that they gay. You don't know this though. You don't know this. Oh shit. Oh. You do not know this. Excuse me. Fuck. So somebody put you in a lavender connection without you knowing it. Dangling a carrot over your head, making you think that one day they're gonna commit to you and they never do. And you've been giving your all to this person. This person was never gonna give it all to you because they're not really into women. They're more into men. God damn. Why I have to put these in the closet, motherfucker? These DLs. Anyway, tell me more about this cricket motherfucker. Yeah, it's time to end. Ending. You are pretending it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. What I say? Your ancestors telling you it's time to start over. It's time to go. You probably put years into this person. Oh my gosh, that's fucked up. I sympathize for you, sweetheart. I really do, because this fucked up. I feel like you put all your time, effort, and energy into this person, and they've been hiding. Like I said, this person behind closed doors and they're in like-minded spaces, they could be cross-dressing. You may have even found, I'm hearing, oh gosh, you done smelled perfume on them thinking it's from another woman. No, it's them trying to be like a woman. Oh my gosh. They're dating a Hispanic man, or this is a Hispanic man dating a black man. Take it how it resonates. You know, you're an Asian woman or someone, you're Chinese Chinese woman. Okay? So, yeah. That's very specific for somebody. I just gotta take a moment of silence for this, because it's like, you know, I have to be careful with what I say right now, because I don't want to provoke you to do something that's gonna walk you away from where God is trying to lead you, or where your ancestors is trying to lead you. I feel like they're trying to get to detour the drama. Okay, they want you to detour the drama with starting over, ending it and moving on, trying again. Okay? So it's time to end this shit and move on. And if y'all not in a relationship, this is somebody you are on and off again with. Oh, I don't like this energy. Yeah. I'm gonna give me a minute. I'm gonna let this clear for a minute, because I don't want to snap on this. Because you're gonna be wanting to snap your damn self. So I'm pacing myself, okay? And I feel like that's what you're gonna have to do. Stop and breathe. Pay attention to everything I do in this reading. You know, if you drink, don't drink, okay? Because they may influence you to pop off. Don't pop off. They don't deserve to pop off, because the pop off is going to be when the cops pop their door open and haul their ass to jail for indecent nudity, for lewd behavior in public, okay? And that's going to be their karma, because they're going to be publicly exposed. This person is going to get caught in public with their lover. And this person may have some type of public image for real. Oh, they gonna get caught. Don't do nothing to them, baby. Laugh at this shit. Okay? Because for a long time, you've been knowing you need to leave this shit alone, but you kept letting it come back. You kept dealing because you care about this person. I get it. I get that. But baby, laugh at this shit. Laugh. Shake, sing, dance. Don't retaliate with anger. I'm gonna tell you what you do. When the truth come out about this shit and you see it for yourself, this is what I want you to do. Put on your favorite breakup song. Sing that bitch loud as you can. Dance to it. Shake that energy off. Pack your shit if y'all live in the same home. Or pack his shit, however it go. You know what I'm saying? But either way, do a celebration. Celebrate it, okay? Instead of mourning it, celebrate it. Cause I'm telling you, something good coming in for you. And this person finna get nothing but fucking karma. Okay? So understand the wisdom that's being told to you right now in this moment. If you handle this situation with grace, you got some blessings coming your way. Okay? Man. But you got to still do the work on yourself because you're going to have to still heal from it. I ain't saying this shit ain't going to hurt you because I know it's going to hurt you because it's hurting me. And it ain't even mine. But it's hurting me. Because I feel like you put time, effort, and energy in whoever the fuck this is. And they wasted your fucking time. They use you as a front. To cover up they darkest ass secret that they didn't want nobody to know. How the fuck you put somebody in a lavender ass connection without them knowing about it? God damn. This is a dirty ass dude right here, man. I'm going to give you some. Whoa. This person's gonna go through a tower, y'all. These decks keep falling over. This person's gonna go through a tower. And if there's somebody playing around in my energy, bitch, keep on throwing your shit. You ain't none of them move my decks. But if not, this person is going through a tower, okay? He's gonna go through the biggest tower in his life, and to see you celebrating and not sad and hurt, baby, that's like putting a hot coal on his head, cause he ain't gonna know how to respond to seeing you celebrated instead of being in remorse. Cause if somebody get a kick off your pain, cause he would secretly want to be you. He secretly want to be you. Oh, Lord. Aries, I am so sorry. Okay? And again, I think I got it out. Okay? Pack that Negro shit and set it outside the door. Oh gosh. And laugh. Even when you want to cry. Even if you cry, laugh through it. You know what I'm saying? But don't retaliate. Don't do it. Because their karma is to be caught publicly. In this, because this is somebody that don't want the world to know that they gay. Okay? They secretly hiding this shit. They definitely don't want this to be, because they have some type of public persona. Alright? And they don't want the world to know they gay. And when they find out, I don't know if this person got a following or what, but when they fans or whoever they trying to keep it may even be family, whoever they trying to hide they gayness from, man, you get to sit back and laugh. That's what I would do. I would laugh at this person because they try to demean you and degrade you and cause you to not trust yourself. You know what I'm saying? And have you all insecure. Fuck that. No. All because they really want to be you, man. The shit this person has done to you has also made you not want to be in another relationship. But I'm telling you right now, don't focus on that. Focus on the healing. Focus on congratulating yourself from even getting this far and making it through this storm without retaliating. You know what I'm saying? Man, this is one of those instances where you turn the other cheek and let the Most High get this ass, because this is his karma. Okay? And it's going to shock you, because I feel like this is how you going to find out he's going to get caught in public. The police going to catch his ass, cross-dressed and everything. In the act, lewd act. That's what I'm hearing. He's going to get caught in public. Oh, shit. So, when you get this news, this is your warning for you on how you need to move around this situation, because there's something better coming for you, and you're at a crossroads which can determine whether things go good for you or determine whether things go bad. Okay? So you're being tested right now. What else, Spirit? Full moon in Taurus. The harvest and bounty. Enjoy the fruits of your labor and celebrate. What I just say? Celebrate this shit, okay? Celebrate abundance, feeling the satisfaction of the job well done. Don't. You did the right thing by this person. You loved them. You was respectful. You did your part. This person chose to be a piece of shit, okay? And they finna get publicly humiliated, okay? Alright, so just celebrate it when you get this news, and pack your shit. This is gonna be your ticket out of this shit, and don't let them come back. I don't care if they come back to say they sorry. Let them keep that same energy. Don't even let them take them. Don't take them back, okay? Let them keep on doing whatever they're doing, because this person is definitely trying to hide, okay? And I'm finna pull you a message from your higher selves. I'm telling you, laugh, dance, and sing when this person get caught, okay? Because they used you to cover it up. You pulled the strings that control your own life, right? You pull the strings that control your own life. This person could have tried to control you too. They could have even been abusive towards you. What else, Spirit? What do they high self want them to know? Your heart is an ocean. Find yourself in it, in its hidden depths. Life's journey is finding purpose, true love. What I say, even though you're not chosen, God still has a purpose for you, and you're going to be blessed with true love, okay? Somebody that's really going to love you, that's going to protect you, they wouldn't do no fuck shit like this to you. This is somebody you ain't got to question their loyalty, because you're going to always know where you stand in their life. So laugh at this motherfucker, okay? Laugh, sing, dance, and get the fuck gone, okay? All right, Aries. And final message. When you start to walk, what I say? It's time to go. When you start to walk the way it appears, start taking steps, beginning again, creating the life you truly want. What I say, okay? So this person's karma is to get caught in public in a lewd act, cross-dressing, and Spirit just your ancestors is laughing. It's coming, okay? And on the bottom of the deck, continue to make the most of every door open. So look, this I told you, they offering you a door. Your higher self is telling you to use this opportunity to get free of this situation, and more doors will open to you as you grow, as you heal, as you transform on this journey. But pay attention. Use your spirit of discernment. Trust your own instincts. Start meditating. Focus on self and healing and loving yourself. All right? And know that you're being guided at all times. You may start seeing signs of synchronicities like double digits, triple digits. Start looking up the meanings of those numbers, because those are your guides trying to talk to you. Or you may get signs through animals. You Your ancestors may, or your favorite plants, you know, shit like that. Your ancestors may be talking to you even in your dreams or through fond memories. Okay, if you're sitting around and you're having a fond memory of somebody that's passed on, go ahead and relive that memory, because there's a message in it. Okay, from that ancestor. Don't push it away because it may be painful. Relive it. Okay, because there's a message in it. All right. Also, pay attention to your dreamscape and definitely get into this meditation energy. You may even need to get out, if you like planting or working with nature, flowers, get into that, because I keep seeing these plants in these flower pots. Okay. Find you a hobby. It might be dealing with plants. You may be wanting to get into herbalism. Okay. But you may have a green thumb, or one of your ancestors did. If you do, get back into it, okay? You've lost sight of yourself dealing with this person, and it's time to remember who you were. All right, boo-boos? All right, Aries, I hope this was helpful. Hit that like, subscribe button if y'all like the content that I'm creating, and I'll be back with, who's next? I don't know, I'll figure it out. But I'll be back with the next Zodions. I'll be back with the next, I guess, the Zodions. Bye. Okay, well, a new word. There's the Zodion.